Welcome into the Ken's 5 Digital Center. It's Wednesday night. Everybody in here thinking it's Thursday. It's not Thursday. It's Wednesday night. I hope you're doing well. I hope you and yours are blessed on this awesome evening. Comfortable outside at best, but still a little too warm for this time of year. The final day of summer. Wow, what a summer it was. It was not the hottest as far as temperatures go, because when we look at I'll show you some of the temperatures in a moment, but when we see the temperatures of today, it was definitely a little warmer than it should be. In fact, this is still heat wave status. We were in the upper 80s and we finished at, or we should be in the upper 80s, we finished at 95. That's way too warm. We could, Ann, not in Texas though. I mean, when we say we see tropical activity, Gulf of Mexico, yes. Yes, get your coffee up. Let's do it, perfecto. Waiting for cooler weather. So we're going to talk about that too, Timothy. Going to show you when we could expect it. Okay, when we could expect that first cold front. A lot of folks are always asking, when's that first front coming? We'll talk about that tonight too. This weather here in New Orleans. Oh, you're in New Orleans, Kelly. You know, I'll show you the model forecast, but first a plane coming in to San Antonio International tonight. Look at there. Coming in on the approach. For the record, on this final day of summer, September 21, we hit 95. Again, we should stop at 89. Look at how warm we are in the morning, 73. So that's way too warm too. All right, so let's show you that things, as far as we were 5 away from a record today, going into the next few days, probably the closest we'll get is going to be Friday. Tomorrow, 102 from 1926, probably staying in place as we're expecting 99. Could do the same Friday, 98 or 99, but either way, 100's record, or the record from 2000, we're going to flirt with it. That's the closest we'll probably get. Unless something crazy happens tomorrow and we go higher, of course. And remember, just one more triple-digit day, and we tie the record for all-time triple-digit days in 1 year, not the summer season, okay? The number of 58 is 58 days that we've hit 100 or more the entire 2022, not just in summer. And we had only 2 days in July that were not triple digit. Only 2 days the entire month. We had 17 in June. We had 5 back in May. So this is going to probably be the last shot. You know, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to go with that. That Thursday, Friday will be the last 2 opportunities to tie the all-time record, which is from 2009 of 59. So with time outside, please keep in mind that your body's going to tell you when it's had enough. It's going to inform you that you haven't drank enough water. You need to get inside to some AC. You need to take a break. Light-colored, loose-fitting clothing is going to be the best thing if you're going to be outside for any amount of time. Try not to overeat. Try to limit your caffeine. Try to limit the alcohol. All can dehydrate you, because if you're overeating, your body's overdoing it to digest. And so, not that I'm a doctor, but I just know that that's what happens. And if your body's overheating, digesting in heat, that's just not a good combination, right? Just not a good combination. High pressure. This is the story, guys. This is why it's been so hot. This was a very summer-like high that baked us in May, June, July, dried us out. Well, the good news is, as we get into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, into next week, the high is slipping southwest, should center up over the western areas of Mexico, eastern Pacific, and that definitely opens up the door for us to see temperatures drop a few degrees. When we're underneath that high is compressing air. So with that compression comes heating. And that kind of physics of the atmosphere is what leads to the high temperatures. So tomorrow, no exception. Again, we'll get a break by Saturday, but not tomorrow. No break tomorrow. 98 to 99, mostly sunny skies. All right, so first cold front. Here's what we've got. The average days. Let's first define cold, right? If you go below 80 and that's cold, we're in that window. The average has already passed, and last year we did it on October 16th. Okay, so it was a lot later than average. Less than 70, now you're getting chilly. October 19th. So we're still got a long ways to go before we start seeing those kind of cold fronts. Last year was later as well. Now, below 60 was a little early last year, not by much, and below 50, very late, which is also very unusual for us. Yes, Soleil, oh, hola, ole, hola, ole, hola, ole. So one thing I wanted to do, and the best thing to do is show you this impressive Hurricane Fiona. Look at that storm. Category 4 with those kind of winds of 130. It's moving north. You know, we watch the pressure very closely because pressure indicates just, you know, the weight of the air is barometric pressure. It's measured in millibars here. Sometimes you can do it in inches of mercury as well. But 934 is really low. And I mean, that just gets more and more dangerous. There we go, records and review. As that storm gets to that 900 number. Now, very rarely do you go below 900, but it's definitely happened. One of the storms that did it was Gilbert. I always remember Gilbert had the record for a while, 888 millibars of pressure, and then came Wilma. And Wilma was the one that, oh boy, I knew it. Wilma was the one that really bottomed things out. She went down as low as, I think it was, 886. It was close, or it could have gone to 870. I forget what that record was. I like that. Gotta find some room here. Okay. Now let's get this bad boy in here. Yeah, Fiona moving north at 9 and expected to continue that track and stay off the East Coast. I mean, it will not make landfall in the eastern United States. So it appears that, I'd say Puerto Rico is the worst hit with this storm. Bermuda's going to be worse. Watch what happens. Again, category 4, and it's not expected to let up. So look at Bermuda, upper right-hand corner, and here it's going right at it. And it's going to put Bermuda on the eastern side of the storm. So you can see that it's not going to be a direct hit necessarily, but being on that east side of a major cyclone is the worst side to be on. I mean, that is going to be a dangerous surf and rain, and I mean, Bermuda's going to get clobbered Thursday afternoon. It's going to be pretty rough. All right, let's talk about the remainder of the tropics, which are getting very active. You see, Fiona, excuse me, Gaston at the top of your screen. It's the storm that you see heading in towards the Caribbean. That's the one we're going to be watching very closely. 70 to 90% chance this becomes Hermine. We're going to the H. So it's back to a girl storm. Hermine would be a tropical storm in the Caribbean. And where would she go? Well, here's first what's interesting about what will steer her through. We're going to lose the blockers that influenced Fiona. So notice the Atlantic high, there it is, right? It's typically referred to as the Bermuda high. Watch that dissipate. And then the high that's over us, remember we showed you earlier, is moving west. That opens the door for this storm to go right into the Gulf of Mexico by Tuesday or Wednesday, and you can see that all the models agree that it will be going through the Caribbean and into the southeastern Gulf. Good evening, Sir John. How are you, sir? So here's two models, okay? The GFS and the European. These are the two models that we look at for long-range tropical forecasting, and they're split on what they think happens. Once in the Gulf of Mexico, you can see what the European model does. Takes a hard right into Tampa. But it's the GFS that moves it into the central Gulf, and that is very, very deep, very, very warm, and that's what's going to be the combination for more development. Okay, some of the models put this storm in the West Caribbean with winds of 195 miles per hour. That's another model that you're not looking at here. It's called the SHIP model, and it's the one that said, has nothing to do with SHIP. I forget what the acronym is and what that stands for, but it doesn't have to do with like a boat, just to let you know, because it might sound like it does, right? But yeah, once it gets into the central Gulf like this, that's when the storm can get really large and very, very, very dangerous. And it could be taken straight aim at New Orleans at this point. So either one, I mean, which one do we trust more? pick one. I mean, honestly, this far out, these cyclones are the planet's largest storms. They're going to operate on a different scale. I mean, we have the best models we've ever had. So we have faith in seeing at least a Gulf storm by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, okay? And we'll leave it at that. But Hermine is the name, right? I think of Harry Potter. When are we expecting rain? No time soon, Paul. It is a dry forecast. So we're through Gaston, which is a tropical storm. Fiona is still active as a 4. And there's Hermine, the next one on the list. Man, it's just so odd that I yawn like that, right? All right, 7-day forecast. And the first day of fall. Now tell me it doesn't look weird that you go with the fall color, fall leaves, even a little acorn, and 99 degrees. Just, right? Makes zero sense to me. No cohesiveness, no continuity there at all. Morning clouds will be brief, then a sunny, hot day. Same on Friday, except the winds are expected to pick up. That'll help on Friday. A little breezier on Friday. Saturday, Sunday, mid-90s. Still no chance of getting some rain. We could use it. We could definitely use it. Not ship high in transit. How you doing, James? Good to see you, man. Yes, sir. Bermuda Triangle, hurricane might appear. That's a good point, bro. That's a good point. That would be nice, especially for Bermuda. Yeah, no rain anytime soon, guys. I'm so sorry. Brittany's brokenhearted because of the lack of rain, I think, or the hot start to fall. This is good coffee tonight. I'll tell you. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? One with the Pikes Peak. And I go with Seattle's Best at Home. I like that brew. It's not bad. Brian Sims, it's been a while. It has. Do you feel like we will have a fall season, right? I think we will. It just might be a little bit on the late side. Mr. Bill, 30-day back jail. Uh-oh, Facebook jail. No, Gary, look, gonna keep quiet. Yep, see? Well, good to have you back. Glad you're paroled. All right, you know, I'll tell you what else I'm glad about. I'm really glad that we're checking with Julie on what's coming up on Ken's 5 News at 10. We're checking with Julie on what's coming up on Ken's 5 News. I said it's Ken's 5 News for the first time this week. It's Ken's 5 News, and we're checking with Julie on what's coming up on Ken's 5 News at 10. Yeah, we had a guest on tambourine tonight. Teresa, thank you very much.
First time.
First time. There you go.
All right. Well done.
Thank you.
You did pretty good.
Filling in for David.
How'd it feel? Did it feel right?
I think so.
It's all about the feel.
I know. I still had some nerves.
I could, yeah, I can understand. It's not, you know.
It's not easy.
Pressure, yeah.
Right, a lot of pressure.
Not
This is
easy.
checking in with Julie, and Julie's like right there,
Watching me.
watching.
The whole time.
And I was watching. She had her eyes on you, watching how your tambourine technique.
Don't mess this up.
Yeah.
We miss David, though. We need him to come back.
We do
Yeah,
miss
David
but
is our
Teresa did an
tambourine
awesome
guy.
job.
Thank you.
But TV, well done. Thank you so much. Her initials are TV. She's got to be in this business. It's a must. All right, so hi, Julie.
Hi.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while, Bill.
You all right?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good, thank
How you
you.
feeling?
Yeah, doing
I'm
great.
doing great tonight.
Are you
Yeah.
good?
It's a great. I thought it was a Thursday, so there's that. But
You weren't
Other than
alone.
that-
You weren't alone.
I know, me and Ashley over here. It's been a long week, but
Right.
it's a great day.
It
so
is.
it is. But tonight we have our team. We have Henry. We have Matt, EC, Snake. Everybody's ready to go for this 10 p.m. Especially
got-
Matt. If you look over there,
The band
he's
is
just
together.
so excited
Look,
for tonight.
Matt, both fists in the air, excited, elated,
He's so excited.
jubilant.
Yes.
Lethal one might say.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So we have both of them in our show tonight. Henry is actually working on an attack at Brackenridge Park. So he has the latest. He's the woman who was attacked. So we have that tonight.
Okay.
Matt has another angle on the Jefferson High School chaos that went down
Wow,
yesterday.
that video last night.
Crazy video,
That
crazy
was
scene.
something else. The busted window and blood everywhere.
Blood
Oh,
everywhere.
and it wasn't a
That-
student. It was not a student that was
No.
injured. It was a
A
parent
parent.
that showed up and pulled out a knife. Right? I mean, it got crazy.
Yeah, I believe one parent like punched the window. That's I
window.
believe that's where the
Yeah,
blood came from. But
There was
crazy
a lot
scene.
of chaos. I mean, it's just so scary. I don't understand when the report went out that there was gunshots or that there was an active shooter.
yeah,
And it
so
was all wrong. There wasn't even.
no, all misinformation, all wrong. So that's when all the parents went up to the school, of course, because they're scared. So
Well, who wouldn't be?
Matt has
I mean,
more on that tonight, but we also have new images from the James Webb Telescope.
More
showing
coming
off
in. We're getting so.
Neptune.
It's like
I know something
a
new
week
every
minimum.
week. Yes,
love it.
I love it too. But tonight, Neptune and its rings, and I'm just blown away by this photo.
It
It's
is
so great.
fascinating that we're seeing
really
things
is.
that far away. And by the way, we're still only in our galaxy,
I know.
right?
Yes.
Isn't that incredible? But I mean, we've seen the galaxies, and those pictures are amazing too.
Yeah.
But now
they
we're
really
getting new
are.
views of our planets like never before.
Crazy
Great
stuff. So
technology.
we have all that tonight. We're excited.
Let's do it.
All
I'm
that
very
and more.
excited. Thank you, Julie.
Woo!
It's going to be an awesome show. I hope you'll join us. Let me make sure on our questions. That should just about do it. Good news is, guys, you can see an end to the heat wave on this 7-day. We need to send your studio more percussion. Right? Gary, we get a whole kit in here, man. It'll be a thing. You know, I'll start having musical guests. I'll have an opening monologue. I mean, we could really take this to the next level. All right, guys, there's your 7-day forecast. God bless you and yours. Have an awesome Thursday. Be kind to one another. We'll see you at 10.